The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult contents, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live at the Barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
Welcome back, y'all. It's Friday night. Live at the Barbershop, and the shop is wide open tonight. Paternity testing.
Wow.
My gosh. It's silly. It's so silly out here.
Where are the brothers out there, man? You got to jump on this tonight, man.
Yeah, all my fellas out there.
We got to jump on this tonight.
And hopefully a lot of females that on the righteous path, not just taking the girl code situation.
Yeah.
What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong at the end of the day.
Yep.
So we're going to try and break it down and figure what we can do to stay off that Maury Povich stage. Because you are not the father.
You are not.
The father.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. You know, so like, Maury Povich, they used to be dancing and whatnot. Yeah, oh yeah. They skipped it like, ha.
You're not
the father.
Father.
You understand? Because something came up on social media the other day that we had to chop it up on. And that's why we in the building tonight. You know what I'm saying? So hold on a minute.
Yeah. For real, we got to chop it up tonight, man. A lot of guys out there under the pressure from this, you know? So we gotta support our brothers. So we want our brothers to jump in on it too, man.
Yeah, my bad. I had to pause for a minute. Breaking news. I know some of y'all got the news. Got some sad news just now on Biz Markie. Biz Markie unfortunately passed away today. So R.I.P. to another legend, Biz Markie.
Yeah.
Another L.I. legend. Part of the Juice Crew. A lot of them might have it mistaken that he's from Queens, but he's not from Queens. But he damn near lived in Queens. You might as well say that he's part of the Juice Crew.
Oh, okay.
Had a lot of good hits. I know we was rocking out the Vapors and make the music. Of course, everyone knows Friend. You know,
Yeah.
Nobody Beat the Biz, Picking Boogers, classics.
Not a legend left us, man.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Biz a couple of times. Real good dude. Real tall dude. Real giant. In many ways. So R.I.P. and condolences to Biz and his family. And another legend will be missed. I guess we can have a moment of silence real quick. R.I.P. Biz. So now, I'm your host for tonight, John. Next to me is my man, Yo Q.
What up?
What it do?
My people?
Yes, sir.
The shop is officially open.
I got
man.
Black IT in the building too,
Hey. Just
standing
because
on the
you don't
sideline. You know what I mean?
see- I mean, I'm not in front of the cameras, but you know, I'm still here.
Doing his things on the board tonight.
Yeah.
I'm on the ones and twos, baby.
In the building with us tonight is my girl, Nisha J. Nisha J's in the building, fresh in the flesh.
Hi,
What it do?
folks.
What's up?
Looking all hot in the leopard print. What it do? I like that glasses too. That rhymes. Yo, Sassy's back in the building. What it do? What it do?
I'm back to work. What's up?
Ain't got no paychecks for you
I
though.
didn't know where she working.
Well, I might be on vacation again next week.
It's a furlough week. Furlough.
Oh man.
You heard? Oh,
Dudes over here are tired.
we had some situations on social media that had us sparking conversations behind the scene, and that's why we decided to jump on this tonight. The thing is called paternity testing, and it had something on there where a female, we've all seen Maury Povich, and the female comes, she give the whole breakdown. Oh, I only said one guy, you're the father. The kids look like you, and he got the same big round head like you, and you know what I'm saying? He got one short arm, the whole 9 yards.
Look at his eye.
And then
That's your
And
eyes.
then at the end of it, it's like, you are not the father. It's like, what? How the hell? Some people that have their mother come on, like, yeah, it does look like Ronnie when he was little. It's like, it still turns out not to be his. So the big question that we're asking tonight, okay, on a female half, because one of the main female that was in that episode, she said that she did sleep with someone else, but she's positive that if it's not him, it's only one other person because it was only two. Then it turned out to be that both of them was not the father. Okay?
What?
Then she started crying.
Then she started crying as if somebody did something to her. You know what I'm saying? So the bigger question right now is that paternity fraud?
If
That
he's
is
I mean,
Zach.
both of them paying.
And then it's a three-part situation. One, is that paternity fraud? Two, should she have to pay back the child support or whatever that man has been supporting that child with? Because we're going to break down now how it's a biased situation. And then again, now it's something that we always talk about on the show here and there, where when it comes to relationship and men trying to bow out now when it comes to getting married or dealing with females or different things, now you kind of understand the reason why. Because the men are always taking the L. We're always taking the L.
Not always.
We're always taking the L.
How you taking the L?
Are we always taking the L?
How you
Look.
taking the L?
Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Okay.
No.
Let's break it down. I'm going to break it down. Okay. First of all, you get married, right? So now you might have a female that you got with, and now all of a sudden, let's just say she got pregnant. And we're going to break that down in two parts. So let's say she got pregnant, and it actually was yours. Okay. Now she becomes Mrs. Doubtfire. You know what I'm saying? So now she's staying at home and everything like that. So now you out working, you build this company, right? You build a company, let's say we're calling it Amazon, right? So now Q is Bezos. Q Bezos, okay? So now, all of a sudden now, after all these years of him going out, busting his hump, building Amazon, yes, you took care of the kids, you took care of the house, but a lot of them are not keeping all the different things in between in the background out the picture. The main fact that once you reach a social status, a lot of times these females are not taking care of the kids. They got a nanny, and her name is, what's her name? No. Something Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Like Louisa or something like that. These kids are speaking Spanish to the nanny because the nanny's spending more time. You understand? Yeah. So now time moves on. Now all of a sudden, let's say Q Bezos is like, yo, man, you staying at home all the time. You're not even taking care of yourself.
Those women do take care of themselves. If they are at that economic level, let me tell you, they stay in the spa.
At that level, a lot of them do stay in the gym. And they do have the nannies and all that other stuff, right? But here it comes now. Now it ain't working out. He decided he wanted something younger, something, whatever, plumper, everything, whatever.
That's his decision. Now he got to pay for that decision.
Now all of a sudden, he got to split it. It's like they said, you wasn't with me when I was in the gym. You wasn't with me. So why now I got to split that?
It's not always a 50-50 split. That's assumed. You can always do a separate agreement, and once both parties agree, then that's what it is. It doesn't have to be a definite 50-50 split.
Hold on.
Some people want to take
I'll tell you
half.
something. You see how she talking calm right now?
Nice and calm.
She was in the courtroom right now, and the judge told her she ain't get jack. She wouldn't be sounding like that.
The judge ain't gonna tell me that. Like I said,
I cut
when
my
both parties agree prior to filing for divorce on what the terms will be, then it does not always have to be determined by the judge. The judge basically signs off on it.
Well, men is taking an L. So going back to the paternity half of things now, it's no different. Now you going now, you thinking this kid is yours. You've been raising this child for 16, 17 years. And then someday you get this girl mad or something, and she tells you, "That's why I ain't you." Oh, what? What'd you say? Okay. Now you decide you want to go take a paternity test or something. You find out that, oh snap, this is not my son all these years.
Yeah.
And then now there's no consequences for her.
None.
There's no consequence. And some states still require that the man gotta keep selling out, even though he is not the father.
Even though he's not.
You know why?
Because some states are saying they're saying that, well, the child still needs support, right? That's one.
Because the system is messed up.
And then
No,
two.
okay. Let me
right,
go ahead. Say what you got.
Break it down.
I'm
right.
a sassy guy.
All right. So most of these laws came into effect when women did not work. When a majority of women were stay-at-home mothers, right? They just haven't changed it. Now you have a majority of women in the workforce. They just haven't updated these laws. And this technically eases the presumed burden off of the state, because a lot of times the state think that they will have to compensate for the missed income from the father to take care of these children. So therefore, that's why, So that's really how it goes.
So in the state that I live in, there is no, like, if the woman makes more, she pays the husband. She pays the child support.
Well,
and I have a lot of friends who just don't file for it because they know they're going to get screwed. So they'd rather just take on the burden of taking. They'd rather just take on the burden of taking care of the kid and having an understanding with their spouse or ex, whatever, so that they can take care of it. But most of them say that they are the sole provider for the child. So they don't file because of that. Because they're going to get screwed.
But they don't want to take an L like most men.
Right.
Exactly.
So but here it is. I'm just going to say, from my perspective, and this is my opinion only, I feel that anybody who takes someone to court to prove paternity and they say that that's not their child and they've been provided all this time, they should get compensated for back whatever they paid for.
They should.
They should. It's only right. It's only fair, because the person who was supposed to be doing the job, they should be the person taking care of that child. Unless they have some type of agreement or something where they don't want ownership of the child, which I have actually know 2 people in 2 different cases that actually did that. They fathered children. They wanted nothing to do with those children, and they relinquished their rights as parents. Men.
Because you can grow.
They went to the courts to do that.
Yeah, you can grow love for those kids and don't even want to deal with no return of no money.
Right.
But when the courts have you in one position, and depends on the person you're with, that's gonna make it hard. If the person is a person that's doesn't have any money management,
evil.
Are evil.
Don't be afraid to say how evil. Devil.
Yeah, some men are devils too. Trust me. I had one.
Listen. Evil. Devil.
Evil. Fought me tooth and nail. Didn't want to pay $25. Nothing. Not $1.
Did you see? Can you read it? Is it coming in clear?
Oh my God.
Is it coming in clear?
I had to span it out to see.
Oh, you're coming in clear.
I actually like that shirt.
Love it, right?
I'm
Oh,
on that shirt.
man. Oh, all day.
Yes.
All day.
Every day.
All day.
Every day.
A short pause for the cause. I was in the airport coming from St. Louis today, and this white dude stopped me. The white dude said, I thought he was, because it surprised. He said, dude. So I looked at it, he just paused and said, love that shirt. I need one of those shirts. I said, you need one of those shirts, word? He said, yeah. He said, yeah. We need to stop these Karens out here. They devils. I said, hell yeah. For real, for real.
Yeah. I think we've all come in contact with somebody or know somebody who's been through the situation, or we've heard stories. So I'm going to throw one at you, right? So I was told, and I didn't notice, I don't know how this went over my head, that this particular R&B singer, female, was married, and in the divorce proceedings, the gentleman that she married had a daughter. And
Mary J. Blige.
And she had to pay child support.
Mary J. Blige.
For his daughter.
Mary J. Blige?
And I'm telling you right now, I was like, you got to be kidding me. You know why? Because she upholds a certain type of living standard.
Yeah.
And he proved in court that that was something that they did. And because of that, now she had to pay child support. Now, I know, for instance, this young lady is older now. She's in her 20s.
20s, yeah.
So she probably didn't have to pay it by so long. But the mere fact that she had to pay him child support for his child that he had to rear, that is something that I am like, you got to be.
It depends on what state you file for divorce.
Shout out to my man Ken Do. What it do, Ken Do?
That is something that I've never heard of.
I love Mary J. Blige, but sorry.
But again,
shout out to my man Ken.
That to me is really messed up. Really messed up. But again, when they say you take on someone else's family, this is what you expect. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the fact that he went that low and did that, and they're gonna turn around and say he still loves her.
I'm playing devil's advocate now. Why is it so low? I mean, females do it all day. That's brothers. So why is it so low?
I just said to you that I don't agree with that. That is my personal opinion.
You don't. I don't agree with her paying him.
I don't agree with her paying him. I don't agree with
for his daughter.
I don't agree with women. I feel like when it comes to child support, a lot of people take it to a personal level, not for the child's well-being.
Yeah.
They want to get their hair done.
For instance, it's more or less the lifestyle that they lived, not how the child should live.
Yeah, they want to get their hair done and their nails done.
Yeah, a lot of child support.
Well, not getting the nails done, but they're using these examples of how they lived as a couple and how they should maintain living.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not necessarily... it's not necessarily true. Like, you could fabricate so much stuff, you know, to say that this is how you lived and this is how we used to live, and here's the proof. But is it necessary? You know, I just think it's totally wrong.
So chill. What up? What up? Yeah. Said unfortunately, the system was designed primarily to benefit women. Facts. However,
I do believe in that, but in some states, in this state of Delaware, where I live. Like, for instance, if I was divorced my husband, I cannot move so many miles away from him just because of the kids.
I think it's 50 miles. Well, I don't know state to state, but I think it's 50 miles.
So I can't move out of state, basically.
Yeah,
I can't move out of state. I can't, just on the basis of the kids, which I think is great.
But a lot of women do.
I'm just
you have to go.
They give the bird to the court and they bounce.
The person has to agree.
That could be, but I'm just saying, if that's another thing against the courts, people break laws all the time, Corey.
No, I know, but because again, if you know that the court's not gonna spank you, then you're fine. Most men are scared; they shook to death because they know.
Well, that's the same thing with men not paying child support.
When you try to take your kids to Great Adventure and you and tell that baby mother, you're gonna get that little alert on your phone that you done kidnapped your kid.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
So the female know that right away off back. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. And it's like just make sure it doesn't happen again.
A lot of child support is just a get back. A lot of that female does it is just to get back at people.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
I just said that. I just said that a lot of it is to is really the spouses or the former relationship, is to get back at that.
Yeah.
And it's not right.
Maria just chimed in. She said, I made my brother put his kid's mom on child support.
And she should have.
That's good. Yeah.
She should have. Like, for instance, when you go, here's the bigger picture of the thing, right? So we go to child support and we're going to paternity test, because that was the original discussion. Mm-hmm. When you have these examples of people who've gone through the ringer for these things, and when you hear about it, it makes you think twice about committing those same acts. So, for instance, like the young lady on the show that we were talking about that had the paternity test, and she tested 2 guys, and it came back, none of them was the father. Right. Now, the next chick that hears it, that's out there promiscuous, not being protected, that may think secondhand, okay, I'm not going to do this because I may have to provide a paternity test, which can later lead to child support payments that I may have to pay back to a guy that I don't truly know that is the father of my children. And I think what it does, it just basically calms down those promiscuous people. Same thing with guys that go out there and sleep with any woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
two-way street.
It's just the same thing. Like, how many of these celebrities, wink, wink, are having children out there with all these women that's not thinking of the consequence of how their lifestyle should be? And again, you could say, like Sassy said, they can have an agreement, but who really determines that agreement? The courts.
Yeah.
So they can have this agreement, but the courts can say, "Nah, you live like this. This is what you're really going to give them, or what you're not going to give them."
Because the
you know
court,
what I'm saying? So
they cut too.
You have to look at it like this: we have all these celebrities out here having multiple children with different women, and saying it like it's of some grandeur. And not thinking of the repercussions that these children go through with having all these children.
You gotta share your seed.
But I think they kind of assume that their money flow would last forever. And when it doesn't, boy, they shocked, and they end up making back that ass up commercials.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. One person who I know is very wealthy, and he told me himself, you know what rich people fear the most? And I'm like, what? Being poor again. No, being poor again.
Being poor again, yeah.
So what they do is they are the most cheapest people in the world. Like, they don't spend lavishly like that. They make sure that they always have coins.
We are rich,
right, John?
We got rich people in the studio.
Like, they live as if that's their last dime. Right?
Oh shit, a penny.
They're not trying to go back to not having no penny. But in all seriousness, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what rich people do, or rather people who have money. You know what I'm saying? They say so.
The wealthy behave different from the rich.
Yes, they do. Yes,
so you're talking more about the wealthy people.
The wealthy, they learn how to tuck. You see what I'm saying? The wealthy tuck. They'll they'll know how to tuck.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Hood rich.
This is not a story we made a listen.
Hood rich is nothing but consumers. They just consume.
Exactly.
Hey, listen to John.
Before they get it, they spend it.
Just learn to tuck. Tuck and roll. You know what I'm saying? Just tuck and roll.
Yeah.
But on the paternity half of it, here's the thing now. So now they're trying to start looking to implement this. And I think this is a very good thing that they should have had already. But I think it's a money-making situation. But now they're looking to implement, once the child is born in the hospital, the DNA must be taken from both right there and then. Good. We need that. I think that's something that should have been in place long time ago. It would have cut all.
Who is this? This is when you're in court before giving birth? Or what's the circumstances?
No, but what they're saying is what they want to start to do is implement at the birth. Once the child is born.
Oh, once it's out of wedlock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether wedlock or not. Just the birth, period.
What?
Yes.
I believe in that.
Yes.
Regardless.
That's why is there a what?
Regardless. Come on now.
From there.
Sorry. I don't know if I agree with that.
Come on now.
You'll be saving the court's time. and all that.
But well, let's say on average these DNA kits cost $300, right? Who's paying that? If there's no need,
hopefully the insurance company pick it up. Yeah. I don't know, but
what if there's no need? Why are you testing my child? I don't.
I mean,
agree with that.
At the end of the day, it really, as far as listen, I'd rather pay $300 now than $300,000. Yeah, no, especially if it's not yours. And on top of that, if the court is forcing you now to still keep paying.
Yeah. If the young lady is not sure who it is, one is going to be in the room, one down the hallway, one outside in the parking lot if she sleep with 3 guys. So when the DNA comes out, they say, "Oh my God, it's not you in the room."
Okay, this month you won't get no Jordans.
So it's me.
You skip a pair of Jordans this month. Go get the DNA
and think about it like this: if you're looking for a lost sibling or someone that can help you medically, like they have the information there that this person is the father of this child, and you're possibly your sibling or your relative.
Well, that happened to a guy once. Like one of his kids got sick, and they had multiple kids. So now they thought they can have, I forgot what organ it was or something. I don't know if it was a lung or something.
Bone marrow transplant or kidney or
and he found out that way that the kid wasn't his.
Yeah.
You know what kind of heartbreak shock that is for you? You know what I'm saying? Especially in a sensitive time like that, where everyone is getting tested in the family to make sure that they can save another one. Yeah. And then they come to find out like, yo.
And she sat silent.
Like the dude.
Yeah, I mean, listen, these kids, they were, I think the kids probably around, they weren't teenage yet. So I'm going to say probably 8 to 10, something like that.
But the mother sat silent, knowing that there's a possibility that it might not be
and the thing with it, I don't think she got nervous at the fact that they were testing everyone, because maybe, things got away for so long, for 8 to 10 years, that it just was like, skip.
But that was her opportunity prior to come clean. I mean, to be honest with that man.
You know how it goes when people that lie.
You gotta be honest. Come on, if it's a possibility, you gotta be honest.
They were in beforehand,
and that's
you don't know.
Female, come on.
And that's the thing too. It's like
you don't know if they were separated. You don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But at the end of the day, it's like, all right,
if you were separated, you're not supposed to come back with a kid.
Well, Dwayne Wade did, but okay.
Yes, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
And who was that? Wasn't Ludacris did too?
Who?
Ludacris.
Oh yeah.
Ludacris too.
Yeah. He was on the set.
And let's not talk about P. Diddy.
Oh, forget about that.
Yeah.
Forget about that one. But you see, but the difference with all those three, they can afford it.
True, but then there's some,
you know what I'm saying?
There's some people around the corner, people that think, well, if they could do it, I could do it too. And I've seen it too many times and often.
And that's the problem. The kids are the one that end up suffering at the end of the day.
Exactly. And this is why I feel like that law should be implemented, because if you look at it from a child's perspective, you find out you have a sibling or a relative later on, or maybe you was just simply adopted out. Just think about it. Maybe if you were adopted, and then your parents get together later on and have more children, and now you have siblings out there. You know it. There's it's a paper trail. Basically, knowing who your paternal parents are is a paper trail. And I see it as a benefit for the child, more or less, because I'm being biased. I'm thinking of a child's perspective,
right?
Not the parents' perspective.
Mama Bear.
Yes.
Yeah, we know. So, all right, but here's the thing now. Here's the one thing that kind of perturbed me a little bit, because there is no consequence. You know what the consequence is for that? Take them to civil court. You know what the outcome in civil court is? Cheerios.
Yeah.
0. Okay, because 9 out of 10, you're not getting nothing. Period. That's why a lot of them is like, take me to court. Whatever.
Yeah.
Giggity. You're not getting nothing.
If they were supposed to return that money, a lot of female would think about it. If there is a law that the state find out they're lying and they had to return that money, they would think twice before they do what they do. A lot of them.
Right. See, like the Facebook user, he says some of them wind up dating each other.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. If you dated your own sibling, you don't even know.
That's crazy.
Like stuff like that. Like you got.
I mean, that happened every day in Virginia.
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Oh my god.
Yo, I went up to West Virginia one time. I said, "Oh, who this? It's my sister." What he said? My sister wife. Oh,
What?
my sister wife. Your sister's wife? No, my sister's what? My sister wife. Whoa.
Yeah.
Welcome to West Virginia.
I think it would help out a lot too, because think of it on a tax purposes as well. Like
Well,
like
you say just hold their income tax returns if they if they lie, that would be good.
I'm telling you,
You mean to have-
y'all are not thinking outside the picture.
You mean to have a sister wife?
But what'd you say?
No, you said a tax thing. I said, what you mean to have a sister wife? You can get
No,
the children.
for the lying women that need to pay back child support.
No, I'm just messing with you. I said, oh, that's a tax break? I mean, listen, hold on. There's a story out in the UK where the husband found out that he was never able to have kids. His wife had 3 sons he helped raise.
Right.
Did he agree with this, or this is after the fact?
Let me read it one more time.
The wife went out and
There's
had an affair.
I know, but
But I guess what he just didn't want the people to know that he couldn't have his own kids, so he was okay with it.
No,
okay, I
no,
see.
no. He thought he was able to, but the wife went out there and had 3 children on him.
And then he found out that he couldn't. Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the wife was giving him,
Okay, all right.
giving them.
I was just making sure he wasn't on the bus to Simpville. I just wanted to make sure, because
No.
okay, all right.
I'm assuming that's what it
cars
says
now.
because the him
Oh.
at the
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
Live at the barbershop is printing out SIM cards, so we will be passing it out to any simp that passed in our vicinity. Thank you very much. Now, a word from our sponsors.
Oh my god.
Checkmate.
Yeah,
Let me
heard.
ask you a question. Can a female be a sim?
Yeah,
We talk about that.
Because we never
we
talked
talked about that last.
We
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
We talked about that last week.
You can.
I wouldn't call her a simp. I would call
I don't know.
her someone
Yeah.
nice.
I don't know if
someone
Yeah.
nice.
I don't know if it'll work out the same way. That's like if you call a cop and say, "Yo, this girl just sexually harassed me." The cop more look at you like,
Oh.
"You want me to really fill that out?" You know what I'm saying?
So wait.
She felt my booty.
So what's the definition of a sim? Let me ask you that.
All right.
Let's
Let
look
me
at
break it
last
down.
week.
There's multiple definitions for a simp. So
Okay.
the number one definition of a simp is a spineless wimp that'll just bow down to anything for his female. Okay, so you have no backbone, and at the end of the day, she knows she can control you in any factor. You understand?
In
So
the
it's like
Jamaican language, he's a yes man.
you're just a simp all around the board. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
man.
So
Okay.
you don't like why you even in the male department in the department store? Like you
Yeah.
belong over there in the, where the female
In Jamaica,
stuff is.
he's
You
a
don't
yes
belong over
man.
there.
So that there's women that's like that too.
All right, man.
Yeah, the females again that just you remember my Bridget, yeah. So Simpville, you understand what I'm saying? So it's just certain things that you have to have a backbone to stand up for something in your life. Period. It's like they say, you stand up for something or you fall for anything. You know, at the end of the day, it's just still standing up for what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong with things in life. And in general, in relationships, it's no different. It's the same way. Like, you can't just bow down to your partner just because it's your partner. It don't work that way.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Baby, if we buy that red bottom shoes,
Big Sugar in the
we can't
building.
pay
Big
the-
Sugar.
we can't pay the bills. And she said, but I need that red bottom. And he's like, okay.
What's wealthy people? Big Sugar want to know what's wealthy people.
Wealthy
You,
people are like Rockefellers, the Bezos, the
Big Sugar.
you know.
Hey,
Those are
Big
wealthy
Sil.
people that don't have to worry about their money. That's will always and forever be
Yeah.
generational wealth within their family.
Yeah.
So it's
People that know-
normally people like, what I call Obama wealthy. Honestly,
Yeah, from the book deals.
I wouldn't because
From the
he would
book
be the first.
deals.
He would be the first generation.
I don't think not generational wealth.
Right. He's not. I'm talking about people that legitimately
Rockefeller.
don't have to worry about money at all. Like, don't have to worry about working, nothing.
Obama will have like a long driveway, but not like
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's street.
I would never call.
Yeah.
You know who I would call wealthy? Who I would call who came from a wealthy background? Trump.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say that because it,
Like, I mean-
started with his dad, and then it went on with his brothers, and then it went on to him. So
It started with his grandfather, actually.
Yes,
His
grandfather. So it has to be basically I guess you would say generations from generation to generation to generation where they
Of
do
them
not
stealing and
So
robbing.
you need at least 2 generations to be proven. Is that it?
But it seems like only him alone get the wealth because he robbed everybody else in the family.
That's how you do it, Q. That's how you got to do it, baby.
Yeah.
Sorry, he might not be related to them. That man might have to take a paternity test. He might not be a Trump.
Trump?
Huh?
Have you seen his parents? He looks just like them.
No, I'm
just
saying
going
no,
on
because
that.
I'm just saying the rest of the family might not be related because how he moved is different from the rest. You know how he robbed the rest of his family and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. It's like
That happens a lot,
like,
though.
so
No,
different.
his if I'm not mistaken, his father wasn't too green either.
No. Listen, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of them, you know, they shiesty. Yeah, a lot of rich people,
Yeah.
they had to shiest people to get where they at. That's just part of the business aspect of things as well. That's how they term it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You win some, you lose some. You know, a lot of times they try hard not to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Again, they worry about being poor.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
They don't care about anything else but being poor. They do not want to be poor.
Yeah.
So then why you think a lot of people in our neighborhoods don't worry about that? As far as let's keep it in the paternity half of things. When they have a lot of kids, because I have multiple different friends, black, white, Chinese,
More
Indian.
tax return.
So the thing that I've learned with it, with who?
More tax return when they got a lot of kids.
No, because when I talk some of my white friends, when I talk to the white friends, they have a cap. Like they look at it like they ain't having no more than about 2, maybe 3.
Mhm.
Why they
Yeah,
got so much kids? You know what I'm saying?
2.5.
You know what I'm saying? And they look like, yo, why you got so much kids? You know what I mean? It's like, you know, and it changed. Cause remember back in the 20s and 30s, 7 kids was a norm.
That's because a lot of
Before.
kids died, so they kept having children, but a lot of kids died before like turning 18.
But
So
remember too, a lot of the kids worked on the farm and different
people
things
have-
like that. So it's more.
yeah, if you're in agriculture, you're gonna need them
Right.
kids to help you on the
But you know,
farm.
as time went on, and with the baby boomers and all these other
When they went to the
those
city,
things-
when everything got
right,
urbanized.
everybody start realizing like, yeah, I ain't spending out all that bread on, you know, all this. Let's just have 1 or 2 and that's it. We're done. So, but in our neighborhood, it's like we don't see it the same way, and it's not a fear factor of not seeing that generational wealth, or not even just seeing any sort of income. I don't even want to say wealth because wealth is
Yeah.
generational. So let's just talk any sort of
For the females, that's more checks.
upper leverage type of economics. Then that'll get you out of your impoverished situation. Because if you keep like, there's some dudes, there's a couple of them. Like one, you know, back home, Family Man, that used to be with Bob Marley's with the Wailers. He got like 52 kids.
No way.
Wow.
I'm dead ass.
I
You
never
don't
heard of
believe
that.
in-
One of them
I
about-
guarantee you he was never married.
Nah.
No.
And I guarantee you, right? None of those women sued him for child support.
Well, not back home. They just not having child support court.
Wait, so
like probably
that
the next
is-
last
that-
10 years. 20
So
years.
that is probably why
When
most people put a cap on children
listen,
because of the probability of divorce and child support.
when I went to my father's funeral, I heard that it was 18 of us. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. You know that?
Just find that out.
No,
I
I
got-
did not know that.
That's what I'm telling you.
I was looking like Nisha J just now.
That's what I'm telling you. I got brothers. I got sisters in Fort Lauderdale. I actually walked.
Well, you
past
gotta
them.
watch where you going to the club then. You know what I'm saying? Watch where you getting it. You know what I'm saying?
That is a lot of
Hey,
people.
watch Q. That girl that look nice. She kind of look familiar too.
Before my dad died, he reasoned with me a lot.
and he told me he made a lot of mistakes in his life. He got a lot of kids, and he could not do for everybody. That's what my dad told me before I died. And I wasn't that close to him, but he told me that. Yeah, I passed sisters on the street, and after passing them, somebody actually showed me, why you pass that young lady? You don't know her? I said, no. I said, that's your sister. So you see what I'm saying? But it's
Whoa.
And again, who's taking care of all these kids? Like, look at Maria. She said 20 on my father's side, 12 boys, 8 girls. Who's taking care of all these kids?
Yeah, my aunt had 12 kids.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you. I'm gonna ask you and Maria. How was it at Christmas?
Yeah.
No, it's different families, different.
What if he had some
that he never claimed?
That's what I said. I know a sister living. My uncles also tell me that we have brothers and sisters that they know that we
that you don't know.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you? All right. So in this particular situation, right? And I don't mean to pry in your business, but I just have to.
There is no business in that.
Well, I just have to propose this question. Wouldn't you want to know your siblings?
Yeah, we try to know. I know a lot of them. We know a lot of them.
Right, but wouldn't it be definitive answer if there was a paternity test stating that this person legitimately is your sibling? Like, there would be no question. Like, this is where, again, that ruling of having paternity tests would be phenomenal.
Eliminate a lot of things. But here's the thing: and you could probably answer, and maybe Maria, you can answer this also. Like, all right. Like, we've never had to experience that. Like Nisha and all of it, we've never. God bless, we've never had to experience that. But I had cousins that had that experience also, and it's like I remember in Jamaica, I was at a party, and I remember, and a girl walked in. She was older, and I remember my cousin looking at her. He was like, he just kept staring at her. I'm like, so I'm thinking he's looking at her because she's a girl. I'm like, so I'm thinking now, like, yeah, who that? You know what I'm saying? Like, not understanding that he was staring at her because he's trying to figure out if that was his sister. You understand what I'm saying? So now I try to put myself in somebody's shoes and wonder, how the hell would I feel now if I went somewhere and after 30, 40 years, somebody telling you now that, oh, this is your sister. Like, am I supposed to be like, oh, snap, oh, yeah. Or I'm supposed to be like, yo, you're supposed to. Me personally, I would have a problem with my parents or parent or whoever caused this issue. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because it feel like almost like
you were deprived.
Yeah, and like somebody like
to me,
somebody like lied to you all these years. And then
okay.
you understand? It's like
if they never told you, it's not a lie.
But
I'm close with 12 of them. So I don't business with.
Oh wow.
What you say?
She said she close with 12 of them. The rest don't know none of her business.
She said she don't business with them.
She don't busy with them.
I know most of them. It was at the funeral. While you sit at the funeral, you see resemblance, and it becomes a talk, whispering. That's his son. That's your brother. That's your sister. That's your brother. You know, that's your sister. And then after the funeral, we kind of come together and know each other, just like that.
But the main thing, I'm asking you and Maria, because neither one answered it. Still though, how did you feel some sort of resentment towards your father?
No. I don't know today. No, not for me.
Maria, chime back in if you can.
Not for me.
Did you feel some sort of resentment? Oh, hold up. I think
I don't know. Maybe she already knew. She.
All right, hey, Maria, break down the jacket.
Jackasses.
No, you can't.
Jackets.
No, Maria, you can't.
What's jackets? A jacket?
No, she's gonna tell you.
Q.
What is a jacket?
We're not talking about Michael Jackson jackets with all the zipping.
A jacket is just the same.
A cover up.
He died when I was 2. Okay, all right. So
sorry to hear that.
But
a jacket is a cover up child.
Yeah.
What's the cover up child?
Side piece.
Maria was the last one.
Side piece.
Okay.
She was the last one.
If she was 2.
Yeah, at 2, you wouldn't because you never got a chance to bond with that person to actually feel. And probably the same for you, because maybe if you grew up with him and then found out, you would probably feel some sort of resentment or some sort of.
But he grew up with him.
We
no, but not
that.
I don't know him, so
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying? Like if his father walked past, I wouldn't know him. I don't.
My 2 youngest brother are actually the same age.
What? Oh, one from your mom, one from your father.
Your brother cousins.
No. Yeah.
They're the Jacksons.
One from another person, one from my mom. Both of them are in the same age group.
Okay, so let me propose this question.
Yeah.
How come? Did anybody see that morally is like messed up?
Which one?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that I propose that question, and we go back to the young lady who was in the courts, right? And we look at her.
Right.
How come this is not? Well, I'm not going to say it isn't frowned upon, but why is that acceptable?
Yo, hold on.
And
Hey,
what's the difference between? Oh,
yo, Big Shug, you still trying to get rich or something? What is it? Yo, you got something you trying to invest in or something? Yo, Big Shug want to know what's the difference. I just want to know. I gotta invest in something.
Yo, if I buy some Bitcoins,
They can set up their own banking.
Straight up gal business, yes.
Gallus.
I never find it offensive or nothing.
The only thing
boys will be boys.
Is my mom that she had it first.
Oh, okay.
And then there was all these in between pickaninnies.
Picnic.
It's called pickaninnies.
We said picnic.
Yeah, we call kids picnic.
No.
Well, I know picnic, but in southern
picnic.
Right.
Not acceptable, just accepted that.
See, that I don't understand.
Yes.
So it's okay for the man, but not for a woman, right? That don't make sense.
I don't think
well, I guess it goes off of the, what is it they say?
Ambient.
Mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. So I think that they kind of go for that premise.
That's the old saying.
And that goes back to what Maria said.
Belongs to the street.
So a jacket in America is what you guys would call a daddy's maybe. You know,
the man do it, he's a king.
But we don't hear that bashing of women. I mean, the bashing of men like we hear that of the woman.
Yeah, because
I think that may change. That may change because a lot of guys nowadays are not following that pattern no more. Hold up, Michael. Hold up, Big Shug. Hold up. Well spent less than 20 hours.
Where the rich?
There you go. That's facts. That's facts.
Hey, Shug, this is what we gonna do. Like the last 5 to 10 minutes of the show, anything you want to know on wealth, anything you want to learn on investment, Bitcoin, everything, Black IT is here to help you out with that. Okay, so just stay tuned until like the last 5 to 10 minutes of the show, and we got you. Big Shug got some big plans going on.
Double standards. Yeah.
Double standards.
Yeah.
But going back, I really do think things are changing though.
Female.
A lot of guys nowadays are not really.
Yeah.
They're not.
That's your pick.
How you figure?
The court is for females.
So let's touch on a sour subject. So we know that if no one knows, what's his name? Nick Cannon just went out there and had
all over his nasty.
Right? Right?
Hold on. We gotta do a whole show.
I used to like Nick. Now I'm like, Nick, you nasty.
Female perspective. No, I don't necessarily agree with his choices, and neither am I in a way to. I'm just saying it's just my opinion. I don't think that was a wise choice.
They just back to back though. I'm like, dang, Nick.
No one's bashing him on that because he has this illness, right? He has an illness.
Yeah.
Right? An illness.
Radio seed.
Right, which is not lethal. He has an illness. But then yet, let a woman go out there and have like many children from different men, and then she wants child support. You know, like that to me is it's like so double standard to me.
You can't do what the guys do and still be a lady.
me tell you something. Yes, you can.
Oh.
Yes, you can. Because a lot of times female does it better. But obviously, women get away with it for years for saying that this child is yours, and it's really not.
But you notice Nick Cannon's situation.
So
he's not in a situation fighting with nobody. The females.
Now he's not, but
I don't think it's gonna happen. If it's happening
because
already,
right now each one of them got a black card, so they are.
Right.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
He does his business good.
He been to
But
every.
morally, let's just think of it like that. Morally, because I'm going on a morally basis, because that's what John brought up earlier.
Yeah.
You know, your moral compass.
Right.
Like,
I mean, all right, look, on
they did it for
I
the
see
money.
on a moral base.
money.
On the moral base,
I don't think
on
so.
the moral
Nothing
base.
is wrong with the man. The man is a good.
No, but I'm
He's
saying,
nice, but his money's nice too.
Yes.
yeah, on a moral base, I think they're gonna view that different. I think if on a poverty level, they're gonna view it totally different. Like if because again, now it's a burden on us, on the state, on you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
taxpayers.
Yeah.
While the rich,
It goes to them.
you're good. Like no one is not gonna have this kid running around the streets asking for handouts, or have the kid on the corner with a football helmet or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. But then so let's go to morality court. Morally, how is that okay? And
but
see,
that's
to
like they
me,
said right here. Some people's morals are based on money, on the money base.
correct. And
So that's
to
what I'm
me,
saying.
Yeah, but
that's why I don't approve of his decisions of going out there
if you can
populating the.
But that's why I said.
If you can support 100 kids, get 100 kids.
But that's why I'm saying they're gonna view it different because on a moral base, like for instance, now, if I came to a function, let's say, what's tonight? Southwest or something? What's tonight? What's the function they having tonight? Rolling Loud. So now they're having a Rolling Loud concert tonight, right? And let's just say the after party. So we go to the after party. Now I'm a regular, right? But I'm bringing all my kids with me, right? So let's say I walk in with Maria's family. I got 20 with me, right? As soon as I walk in the door as a regular, they gonna turn. Okay, all right, your family then. You know what I'm saying? It's less. Maria had 20. You had what? 18. So as soon as I walk in the door, heads are gonna turn, right? They're gonna turn. People gonna say, "Damn, what you going on with them kids?" Yeah. And according to how I have them dressed and different things. Now, Nick Cannon can walk in right behind me, right? You're gonna hear, "Oh, they go Nick Cannon with his kids.
They're so beautiful.
Oh, look at them. Oh, da.
Box."
And he probably got maybe more than I do, or maybe less. But at the end of the day, we still got a good amount where we can have a football, baseball, basketball team. Don't make a difference. At the end of the day, it's just perception and the wealth status.
Yeah.
It changes things on a moral basis.
When you go 3, the state says, "That's our baby. That's not yours. We're gonna be in trouble for pay for that."
So I just thought of 2 females that had multiple children by a man who were non-supportive.
Okay.
First one, Lauryn Hill.
She a Marley. She gonna be paid for the rest of her life that she
Do you know who's Bob Marley? Do you know who's Bob Marley?
Yes, I do. And actually, if you look back at the history, I believed he lived in Delaware, and they have a festival on him.
He did.
And
Yes, they have a festival.
Did you know that man had kids like crazy?
Yeah.
Yes, and apparently his children did too. And he had multiple wives, and nobody looked at that moral compass as ever.
Not multiple wives, but multiple females with the wives.
Women. Yes, you are right on that. I'm flipping it on the opposite side and looking at Lauryn Hill. Now, I'm bringing back up the Sim comment.
Right.
Would you consider her a Sim? A Sim?
Who?
Lauryn Hill?
Lauryn Hill.
Why?
Because of her having all these kids with the Marley son.
That's her husband.
No, I don't think I could put her in the sim category.
But he was out there.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the baby father, Ron?
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, she should have known that. She should have known.
So would you consider that as Sim? This is a 2-part question.
After he left, he got another kid.
I mean, didn't he have a kid with her cousin or something like that?
Okay, so here we go with the questionable outside children.
Oh, allegedly.
Alleged.
Alleged.
Two, I don't remember people saying, why is she having all these kids? This is a great thing.
Well, at the time, we were under the impression that they were married at the time, correct?
They were in love.
Right, but they weren't. He was.
Yeah, but that came out after the fact.
Yes,
but at the
and
time,
she was having all these kids by this guy, and people.
What is it? I think it was 4. It stopped at 4. It was only 4. So
it was only 4. Okay, so then the impression I got was that people were saying that she was silly, that she should have never did that, and blah blah blah.
I mean, she did go a little nutso.
Come on.
No, come on. Don't do that.
Not acceptable for her.
What? But yo,
don't do that.
What? I know you're a Lauryn Hill fan, but
I'm a big Lauryn Hill fan.
I know you're a Lauryn Hill fan. Yo, take the emotional side out of it. And take the emotional side of it. We keeping it real. You can't have a concert and you ain't got no music. What you talking about?
Listen, I saw her in concert in 2016 and she did very good. Thank you. She was on time and it was good. Thank you.
There's a lot of times she was late.
I wasn't at that one, so I don't know about that. But what I was at was good.
But again, this is the thing. Like what I'm saying is, when you look at a female, where a lot of times when women have multiple children, they're frowned upon. Where men, they're not.
Well, you
I think it's because at the end of the day, who do the children stay with? Most of the time, it's going to be the mother. Technically, it may be looked at as a burden. She can't get to do what she need to do in life. Whereas the man, they can produce them kids, but they still go on with their life.
Don't you think she plays a part in it? She should be protecting herself.
Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
I can't make that judgment call because I really don't know much about that part of their relationship.
She's protecting herself.
But I do know that at the time when she did have all these children, she was having all these issues. It wasn't looked as a positive thing for her to continue having children with this man who was out there in the streets doing what he was doing. Right. And then there's multiple women who we could say the same thing about, but it was just 2 that just came to my attention, which is Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu, that have children from multiple different men.
She do that on purpose. She states that.
Yeah.
But didn't Nick Cannon do that?
But
he did.
But what's interesting with the Erykah Badu part of it is that all the baby fathers are like hanging out at the barbecue together. It's like that's kind of weird. I don't know about that one.
How is that weird? Nick Cannon's having the same thing. They probably all live with him.
Yeah, well, that's kind of weird too. I'm just saying. I don't know. Look, it's just no.
Well, did he claim himself to be a black Israel?
It's just kind of weird to me. I don't know.
Just carrying on his tradition.
All right, listen, look. It's kind of weird to me that all right. For instance, now, how Erykah said how she specifically goes about it is like she'll date him for however she has that kid and then she's done with him. It's like a black widow. She's like she kills him.
Nick Cannon.
I'm not saying it's any. It's weird for that too. I'm just saying. Whether Nick Cannon or Erykah Badu, it's just weird. I'm not going to no barbecue with none of these dudes. Like, no, I'm not coming to the barbecue, hanging out with all of y'all, and every one of us is like.
But y'all all had an understanding.
I ain't no understanding. Look, at the end of the day, I had a relationship with this person, and then she cut it off. Now she moved on to this dude, and then she cut him. All of us got something in common. She done cut all of this. I'm not coming.
Dudes do that too. What you talking about? Dudes do that too. Dudes do that too.
What?
Yeah, there's.
That's what?
Dudes do that too.
Years.
They are.
Especially West Indian men.
Well, that's a whack job. That's a whack job situation. I'm not doing that. Sorry.
You can't get 2 baby mothers at one party.
You just said your daddy had that many kids.
You can't get 2 baby mothers in one party in Jamaica.
In one party? Why? There's gonna be war?
You crazy? Somebody's gonna be messed up.
Bottles go flying.
2 baby mothers at the same party.
Nah, man.
Nah.
That's like
because you didn't have that good enough conversation with each other.
Man, that's just weird, man.
Nick Cannon has a good enough conversation with
That's
each other.
weird, man. Yo, all right, look. You imagine now, all right, picture Menace to Society when they was at the barbecue, right? And no, not Menace, my bad. Boys in the Hood. You understand? So picture now you at that barbecue table, like when you know all the girls were talking about what's homie's name? Ricky and Cuba Gooding, whatever his name was in the movie, right? So y'all all at the table, and now they say, "Oh, barbecue ready," and everybody trying to get up now, right? All these dudes is up there, and she's the baby mother that's sitting there cooking all the stuff now. All y'all on that line waiting, and y'all, come on, man, that's weird, man. I'm like, yo,
you gotta have a good enough conversation
and everything. They're talking about, oh, what you want? And you're like, yo, let me get a hot dog, and this one here talking about, oh, let me get a hamburger. It's like, no, I'm not going.
Can I tell you something?
Man, get out of here.
They know their place.
Yep.
And basically, some men know their place.
Well, good for them. I ain't gonna be at that place. I'll be somewhere else.
Nah.
That right there is Simpville.
I'm not gonna party.
You
with
think that's Simpville?
Simpville. That's Simpville right there. Look, all right, look.
I'm not gonna party with you.
You might look at it. You might look at it as if, oh, it's unity. It's men, whatever, bonding food. Let's take you got Andre 3000, you got Jay Electronica, you got DOC, you got who else is it? Common he struck out. There's three.
Common wasn't up with that.
It was
that place.
Right, Jay Electronica.
He wasn't.
3000, DOC.
That's it.
It's a football player. Somebody else. No,
all of them on stage.
But I'm just saying, like they all.
Hey guys, come together. Let me take.
I'm not saying to you that you can't have a conversation or you can't have.
Yeah.
You can't be in a space with somebody.
Yeah.
But it's just a weird situation because I'm pretty sure they all still have feelings for her somewhere or another. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, Nick Cannon's about to have the same conversation.
And they all communicating with each other.
I'm not doing at a birthday party for one of those kids. How would it
But you ain't see Mariah at none of them joints.
I want a picture.
I guarantee you're not going to see Mariah at that.
You're not because she's not. She knows her. She's not.
She ain't on that simp bus. She ain't on the simp bus. That's what it is. Because at the end of the day,
if you call again, so then again, what's the classification of simp? Are these women simp? And then on top of that,
in a sense, yes, because what they're breaking down now because the money trail. Because if he said to them right now, like, yo, I'm gonna cut you off right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't getting nothing else. Blah 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 blah. You start to see things, and then invite them to the birthday party and see what's happening.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, cut everything off. Tell them, yo, you're not on Wildin' Out no more. Because I know one of the baby mothers used to be on, or still is. I don't know.
She used to be on Wildin' Out.
Another one is a model and all this other stuff. But the main one, the hierarchy one, which is Mariah, she ain't coming to no birthday party with a bunch of them.
No, she's not.
She ain't bringing her kids to none. So that's why I'm saying.
Her kids might attend, but I don't know.
They might attend, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like, they can attend, but yo, she gonna school her kids on, don't hang out with them too tough, because something ain't right over there.
Because I'm gonna tell you this much: with him, either he has some genetic scientist or whatever, but that dude got like multiple twins. Like I've never, like with different women. Like think about it, like he is seriously planning this.
He probably did that fraternity.
A lot of them do that IVF stuff.
They making them nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
So just think about it, the thought process that went behind this to produce these kids, and they probably had an understanding.
They Ubering these babies now.
Oh my God!
They got an Uber. Hey, you want a twin? Uber it. Let me order it real quick. You know what I'm saying? They Ubering all this stuff now. This is gonna be a common situation in our lives now. That's why I'm saying things is turning, but I don't know if it's for the better. But at the end of the day, on a paternity base, I think to lessen the blow for a lot of people in a long-term situation, the DNA half of it in the hospital is a definite must.
Yep.
Definite must.
That way, Q can find out if that's his sister or not. So
he ain't at no dance hall. So he ain't at no dance hall.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, because if you buy her a drink,
follow.
And just think about it from this point of view, right? Yeah. Suppose there is a will and this person passes, the father, and money is supposed to be allocated to the next of kin, which is the kids. I'm just giving a situation. There would be no arguments right there. You know who gets the money.
There's going to be an argument. There's like 20 of them. It's going to be a lot less money.
You said it.
No,
you said it as it was.
See?
But there was no fight from my side because I heard that part of it was the two youngest kids, in which my brother and the other one, we don't know if anybody else out there younger, was a certain amount of stuff. And I heard that from I was younger, from he died. But it didn't go that way because we just said at the time he was married to that side of family.
So again, this will alleviate that question.
Yeah.
Like, how many children are there? Because remember, the United States is based on legal and what's right.
Yeah.
So I personally would be for the
what's
fraternity.
right? Not every time.
Well, what United States says is what's right.
Yeah. Yeah, but it didn't really matter to me, affect me, because out of all my brothers, I was much closer to my dad. And I never regret nothing. I'm cool with my dad. Not all of my brothers see my dad as
you saw them. Yeah. And to me, that's priceless than having physical cash.
Yeah. I never see him as a bad person, and because he reasoned with me and talked to me, and he told me that he made a lot of mistakes in his life. He has a lot of kids, and he couldn't do for everyone. You see? And we never give him no problem like fight for nothing. We want this, you're this dad, you're that dad. I never heard my brothers say anything about that. But I gravitate to him more, even though he wasn't right. See, like in America, they blame dad. Oh, he's becomes this because he didn't have a dad in his life. oh my God!
He's a mass murderer because he didn't have a dad in his life. Stuff like that.
Father wasn't around.
Father figure, nah. We good. I don't blame.
Well,
him.
I think they should do that. And another thing, if I was a judge, I would definitely implement. You're gonna have to pay this money back one way or another. I don't care what you do. Strip club, do what you got to do, but you're gonna pay this money back.
For them females,
You're gonna have to
I think, for those that knowingly have a man paying for a child that they know there was a 50% chance it wasn't gonna be his.
Yeah. Worse if you had like multiple dudes that had to take the DNA, stuff like that. Then you definitely
should pay back.
You paying back. You paying back, and on top of that, I might have you stand on the corner with a sign.
Well, you know where it's at.
Cause they got to know, like you a bird. At the end of the day, I'm gonna put you in a tree. Put you in a tree on a branch too. Put a sign around it. I'm a bird.
I heard saw this one guy out of California. He got brought to court, and it ended up. I think they actually implemented child support on him, and I think it took a couple of years for it to get resolved. But it ended up. The next time that they went to court, the female came in and she's like, who's that? And they're like, that's such and such who you brought this case against. And she was like, no, that's not him. So it was a name, it was a common name, and they just grabbed whoever in that neighborhood had that name.
No.
And brought that man to court, and he paid child support for like 2 years. Yep.
On a cow he didn't even know?
Yeah.
He never even met that woman ever in his life.
Hold up. Let me tell you one that's even better.
Yeah.
That's why I named my children weird names.
It was a football guy. Right? I don't remember his name, but I think he was out here in Miami at one point, right? And he ran into some females at a club, went back to his place, ended up sleeping with one. Her friend, I think either she was downstairs or she came back.
Yeah.
Right? So what this friend did, right? The friend, went in the bathroom, got the condom out the garbage.
Nasty.
Yes.
Turkey basted.
Nasty.
Right? Took the turkey baster, inserted it, got pregnant, and then took him to court, right?
Yeah, I remember
so
that
now,
clearly.
when he went to court, he's like, yo, what am I here for? Who you talking about? And he go, she's like, I don't even know this chick. He's like, then he's starting to remember. He's like, hold up. Wasn't she with this other one? And so he ended up, and luckily enough, because he had to start the court case was starting to go. And right before they said that he's going to have to pay, luckily enough, he's smart enough. He made the phone call to the girl who he actually slept with. And she had some moral values in her that she actually testified in his behalf.
Thank God.
And said that he never slept with her.
Yeah.
So did he wind up paying?
No, he got thrown out. It got thrown out because the friend already testified saying that, I was there.
Real story.
She never slept with him. And the only thing we could think of now is that she went in because she went into the bathroom. The only thing we can say is that she took the thing. She finally had to admit it after a bunch of interrogations, blah, 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 that she did use a turkey baster and insert it. Well, I mean, that all the length that you going through just for what?
Provisions, money, baby.
Dollar bill at the end of the day.
Yeah. That's it.
You understand? So in a case like that judge.
Well, I hope he learned to flush it after and stop dropping it in the trash.
You can't flush that in the toilet. You're going to cause problems for the plumber. You know what I'm saying?
Forget about that.
Throw it out the window.
They could snake the toilet if they need to. But
throw it out the window. Make sure somebody walking in here.
Burn it. Do something with it.
Hey.
Yeah, put it in your pocket.
Okay, we reached the top of the hour. Hey, Big Suge. Now, you want to know about wealth? Stop spending your money. Okay?
I told you that.
Pick up every nickel, dime, and penny on the floor, and you'll be rich. Big Suge, put them questions that you got. You got like less than 5 minutes. I got Black IT in here to give you anything you want. What we got here? The love of money is the root of all evil. Facts. Well, all right. Let me not say that.
It is the love of money.
Well,
people misquoted and said the money is the root of all evil.
Yeah. Right.
The love of it, yes.
The love of money.
True.
The love of money. Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's that OJ symptom right there for the love of money. That is true.
Miss Doubtfire, Stephen?
Huh? Miss Doubtfire. Miss Doubtfire. Yo, all right. I'm gonna just tell y'all something real quick. As far as finance is concerned, we're off topic now for all our family out there that's watching. We're off topic real quick, okay? From the paternity thing, I'm just gonna answer a couple of things for Big Suge. So, what were some of the questions he had? We're gonna just knock this out real quick.
The difference between rich and wealthy.
Difference between rich and wealthy. Like Nisha said, wealth is generational. Rich, what do you got? What's the difference? Okay, you went back to it. Okay, between rich and wealth, that's the difference. Rich is like these rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like they rich.
And this is our interpretation.
Right.
Yeah. Please say that.
Wealth is like they said, generation, but the wealthy, like they said, they OPM. That's the number one thing for a lot of them. You understand?
The Fords, the Rockefellers.
Right. They use other people's money to finance different things that they need to get done. You understand? But there's an episode that we have that we're working on that we're coming up that we have to do, but on a brief skim of it.
Budweiser family.
Going back, say again?
Budweiser family.
Okay. Going back into our neighborhoods, as far as let's talk about wealth and different things like that. You're wealthy within your own neighborhood and you don't even know it. You really don't even know it. Because here's the thing why gentrification is on a rise in our neighborhood. You're wealthy within your own neighborhood and you don't know it, because what you decide to spend money on are things that really depreciate, things that really, really in the long-term base don't even make sense. Like you buying Air Jordans or Yeezys for $800 and $900, but if I came to you and said, yo, your apartment or your house, let's say, your house needs to get painted.
Yeah.
Let me have $300 for a bucket of paint. You're going to be like, well, I ain't paying no $300 for no. But hey, the new Yeezys is out. Oh, snap. Let me get that.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
Consumerism.
Yeah. So you are wealthy in different terms within your own community, but you don't even know that because you don't even know your own value.
Yeah.
And Big Shug, you were so late that I'm gonna have to take your wealth card away. So now you're just rich. Yeah. Because you're late.
Yeah.
Like all CP people. Okay.
Drink that grape drink.
Worse, he's Caribbean too. So he triple late.
Buy that grape drink.
And buy the grape drink. Don't buy the grape juice.
Make your own burgers.
You know what I'm saying? So that's an episode we got coming up. There's a lot of good things that we have on the rise also. We're going to be talking about first-time home buyers, mortgage, different things like that. Finance, investments. So we have a lot of good things on the rise here at the barbershop. So Big Shug, I hate to say it, but you're late, so we got to go.
I do got a tax guy. Try to get.
Well, we'll get in contact with him.
Contact with him and Big Shug.
Big Shug, get your questions ready for when we do that episode.
Like you gotta get it. I haven't got your tax return as yet.
You know about that.
We don't want tax returns.
Tax guys.
No, my tax.
That meant the government borrowed money off of you and didn't pay you any interest. You don't want a tax return.
It ain't Big Shug.
We gotta
Take
learn
your money in your bi-weekly checks.
It's my family right here. We gotta learn the difference between assets and liability. That's facts.
Yeah,
it's facts. That's facts.
But they say if it's on your ass, it's not an asset.
Shit. But y'all, I want to thank y'all tonight for joining us here live at the barbershop, man. Very good topic, very good conversation. We really do need to start paying more attention to these kids in our neighborhoods, in our household, and start doing better. Men and females. And females. I'm not being biased about anything. A lot of men, you gotta step up, get off the simp bus. A lot of females, I guess you gotta get off the simp bus now too. You know what I'm saying? Am I right, Mr. Doubtfire? so it cuts both ways, honestly. Just grow up at the end of the day. That's what it all boils down to.
Yeah.
So
what they say in Jamaica when you pass by the the child support building, say man up. Yeah.
I mean, hey, at the end of the day, like I said, a real man's gonna know what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Anything less than that, you're still a kid. Yeah. So same thing for a female. It's no different.
Responsible, man.
So or you know what? Before I end, I just want to touch something. I did notice something when Halle Berry had to pay child support. She went buck wild.
Yeah.
And I found that very hilarious because she was saying something that men been saying all this time. Like, why the hell I gotta pay this dude and he's sitting on his ass all day and he ain't working and he ain't doing nothing? I was like, very interesting.
Table turn.
And she can afford it. So very interesting. For the rest of the poor guys out here, hello, welcome to our tables. Thank you very much for joining us live at the barbershop. Lisa J, Sassy, my man Q, yo Q, Black IT, thank you very much for controlling the boards. I'm your man, John Brown. Thank you for joining us tonight. You can find us on all the platforms. Once again, you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, and of course, iHeartRadio, y'all. See you. Oh, that TikTok in your life. St. Lou, what up? What up? Chicago, my man and them in Chicago. Yo, thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much. God bless. And you know, as always, go out in the world and be somebody. Hot damn it.
Go out in the world and be somebody.